spices and more, and wish you all a very happy Gowri and Ganesha festival. On this special day, we offer many special treats to Lord Ganesha, and the most common one in the state of Karnataka is Kargadubu or Karigadabu. Traditionally, it's made with a hoorana filling, which is coconut and jaggery. But today, I'll show you not one or two, but four really easy and simple fillings, but very, very delicious. So let's see what we need to get started.
Oil for deep frying, 1 cup fine rava, 1 tablespoon of maida, 2 tablespoons of ghee, and a quarter teaspoon of salt. For the first filling, half cup freshly grated coconut, quarter cup jaggery, 1 teaspoon of ghee, cardamom powder quarter teaspoon, and poppy seeds half a teaspoon. Second filling, 2 tablespoons of sugar, quarter cup of dry grated coconut, and quarter teaspoon of cardamom powder. For the third filling, quarter cup of roasted chana dal or urgadle, quarter cup of sugar, quarter cup of dry grated coconut, 1 teaspoon of poppy seeds, and quarter teaspoon of cardamom powder. For the fourth filling, quarter cup of cashews. I've taken broken cashews. You could take whole cashews as well. Quarter cup of sugar and a quarter teaspoon of cardamom powder. We'll start by getting the dough ready. Let's combine the rava, the maida, and the salt. Add the ghee and crumble it until it holds shape. Once this mixture holds shape, let's add some water. Let's make sure we're adding very less water as we want the dough to be firm. If your dough is not firm, your kadubus will end up being hard instead of being crispy. So make sure you don't reduce the amount of ghee and your dough is nice and firm. That looks perfect. So let's cover this and let it rest for about 30 minutes. While the dough is resting, let's get the fillings ready. For the first filling, I've taken the jaggery in a pan and I'll add very little water, just enough for the jaggery to melt. We're not looking at a syrup, we just want the jaggery to be melted. Once it's melted, add the coconut and fry on a low to medium heat for about 4 to 6 minutes. You'll see that the hoorana starts becoming dry, so add the poppy seeds, the cardamom powder, and the ghee, and let's give it a good mix again. To check if the hoorana is done, wet your hand and take a bit of hoorana in your hand and make it into a ball. And if it doesn't stick to your hand, then your filling is ready. Let's get the second filling. I've taken the dried grated coconut and the sugar and the cardamom in a blender and I'll quickly blend it. For the third filling, I'm roasting the roasted chana dal or urgadle, the poppy seeds, and the dry grated coconut. We'll lightly roast this on low flame until very light golden brown. Once that's cooled, let's blend it into a coarse mixture. Let's add the sugar and the cardamom powder and give it another quick pulse in the blender. Your third filling is now ready. For the fourth filling, I've taken the cashews, the sugar, and the cardamom powder, and I'll give it a quick pulse in the blender. All the four fillings are now ready. Let's check if our dough is ready. The dough looks well rested and ready. Let's make some balls out of the dough. Make sure there are no cracks in the balls that you're making. We'll now start rolling the dough. I'm using very little maida to roll the dough, and as you can see, I'm trying to make it as even as possible. The rolled dough should be very even and thin. It's time to assemble now. I'm using a mold here. You could do this by hand as well. I've taken the rolled dough onto the mold, added the filling. I've wet the edge slightly and pressed the mold. Remove the excess dough and check for any gaps or holes. If you find any gaps or holes, make sure you're pressing them and closing those gaps or holes. Otherwise, your filling will come out of the kadubus when you deep fry them. So it's really important to check and make sure there are no gaps. The oil is now ready. Check by putting a small drop of the dough into the oil and see if that floats up. Once that's ready, slide in the kadubus very gently and slowly. Keep flipping the kadubus every now and then to make sure they cook evenly on both sides. We are looking for a beautiful light golden brown color. And if you prefer your kadubus to be very crispy, then I'd recommend to leave them in for another minute or two for a slightly darker golden brown. That's perfect Kargadubu ready to be offered to Lord Ganesha.
You can be sure that Lord Ganesha would love the treats that you've offered him. And please do try it out. I'm sure you agree with me that they're really simple and delicious fillings for kadubu. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button. And if you like my channel, please do subscribe to my channel and also share with your family and friends so that they can enjoy my recipes as well. So until next time, take care.